of attrition, a one-punch KO delivers that instant jolt of awe. The one-punch knockout is something of a holy grail in mixed martial arts, a combination of precision, timing, and sheer power that can instantly flip the script on any fight. In this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the craziest one-punch KOs in MMA history. These are the knockouts that will leave you stunned and amazed. As always, if you guys enjoy the video, please be sure to let us know by giving it a like and hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Now get ready for some incredible footage as we count down the craziest one-punch knockouts in MMA history. Number 10. Anthony Pettis versus Stephen Thompson. Anthony Pettis faced Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in a fight where most people were betting on Thompson. The crowd was excited, the scene was set, and the stakes were high. Wonderboy is usually the one people miss with his striking skills, but that night, Pettis had a trick up his glove that nobody saw coming. He used the cage like a springboard to launch a Superman punch. The punch hit Thompson square on the chin, and down he went, completely knocked out. Pettis showed everyone he's not to be underestimated, no matter who he's up against. In that electrifying moment, Pettis didn't just snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. It was a statement that shook up the MMA world. Forget about a simple win. This was a knockout for the ages. Number 9. Sean O'Malley versus Eddie Wineland. Sean O'Malley, the young gun with knockout power, steps into the cage against Eddie Wineland, a true MMA veteran. He's been in the game long enough to know all the tricks. The air is thick with tension. Something big is about to go down. And then, out of nowhere, O'Malley fires off a straight right, so quick and clean you'd miss it if you blinked. That punch connects straight to Wineland's chin, and Wineland's out cold on the mat. That's it. Fight over. Just like that. This wasn't just O'Malley scoring another win. He's making statements. The knockout was so slick, it had fans and even other fighters buzzing. Number 8. Rich Franklin versus Nate Quarry. Rich Franklin, the MMA genius who flies under the radar, will compete against Nate Quarry, the rising star who everyone is keeping an eye on. The vibe is electrifying, and it looks like an enormous event is going to take place. For Franklin, that hit was more than just another win. It was a loud declaration of his power. After that mind-blowing knockout, nobody is going to forget about Rich Franklin anytime soon. Number 7. Anthony Johnson versus Glover Teixeira. In one corner, it's Anthony Rumble Johnson, a guy with knockout power that's practically legendary. In the other corner, it's Glover Teixeira, someone everyone's tagging as the next big champ. The hype is real, and fans are on the edge of their seats. Everyone knows this could be explosive. No sooner does the bell ring than Johnson unleashes an uppercut that's like a sledgehammer. Seriously, it's so massive that you almost feel bad for Teixeira. Just 13 seconds in, that's all it took. Teixeira is down and out, fast asleep on the mat. It echoed throughout the MMA world. Johnson didn't just secure another win, he made an earth-shaking statement. A knockout so fast, it left fans and fighters alike buzzing with excitement. Number 6. Cody Garbrandt versus Rafael Asuna. Cody Garbrandt, known for his flashy but ferocious striking, steps into the cage against Rafael Asuna, a true MMA journeyman with years of experience under his belt. The atmosphere's electric. The Asuna drop. Asuna is out, down and out cold on the canvas, right on the button. It was like Garbrandt's hand had a switch that turned it off for Asuna. That one punch ended the fight, but it also started a talk about where Garbrandt fit in the division. He's not just a flashy hitter. This guy is strong and can end fights in an instant. Cody Garbrandt is not just a competitor. He's a knockout artist you can't ignore. This knockout sent a clear message to both athletes and fans. Number 5. Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. Kamaru Usman, basically a living legend in the MMA world, is squaring off against Jorge Masvidal, known for being as tough as they come. There's no doubt, this matchup's got everyone's attention. It's a clash of titans. The two warriors are sizing each other up, and then, out of nowhere, Usman throws a right hand that's like a wrecking ball. Seriously, it has a huge effect. Masvidal goes down, out cold, as if someone just unplugged him. It is a jaw-dropping moment, like something straight out of a movie. That punch didn't just add another win to Usman's record, it sent shockwaves through the sport. It's Usman saying without words that pound-for-pound rankings aren't just numbers, they're backed up with knockout power. Masvidal is no slouch. He's a hardened fighter, but even he couldn't withstand that blow. Whether you're a fighter or a fan, that moment was a stark reminder of what Usman brings to the cage: undeniable skill and jaw-dropping power. If you're digging this knockout countdown, don't miss out on more. Smash that like button and hit subscribe. That way, you won't miss out on any future updates. Now, let's get back to the action. Number 4. Rashad Evans versus Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell, the guy who was once the terror of the MMA world, steps into the cage against Rashad Evans. Sure, Liddell's seen better days, but nobody doubts the man's got power. Evans, on the other hand, is eager to prove he can hang with the legends. In a split second that changes everything, Evans launches an overhand right that's a missile. It connects, and Liddell is down, tumbling to the canvas like a felled tree. No getting up, no second chances. Liddell is out. That epic punch from Evans wasn't just a knockout. It was a career-defining moment for Evans. He didn't just beat a former champ. He knocked out a guy who used to make people tremble. With that one punch, Evans made it loud and clear. He's not here to play. He's here to make his mark. Number 3. Dan Henderson versus Michael Bisping. Dan Henderson and Michael Bisping had bad blood for sure. They couldn't stand each other, making their fight a must-watch clash. The atmosphere was electric, like everyone was holding their breath, waiting for the fireworks. Henderson drops what is now famously known as the H-bomb, a punch so devastating it writes its headlines. Bisping is out cold, like not even a twitch. We're talking about a knockout that's gone down in the UFC legend. With that H-bomb, Henderson didn't just win a fight, he closed the chapter on a heated rivalry. He catapulted himself into the annals of UFC history. No questions asked. Number 2. Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo was like the Super Bowl of MMA, the kind of fight you cancel plans for. Aldo was the featherweight kingpin, a champ who seemed invincible. But McGregor, well, he's the guy who loves proving people wrong. McGregor lands a counterpunch that could have been guided by GPS. It was so accurate. Aldo's down and out, and just like that, the arena goes nuts. Honestly, you couldn't even settle into your seat before the fight was over. This wasn't just a knockout, it was a title heist. McGregor snatched the featherweight belt with one punch, making it one of the most jaw-dropping wins the UFC has ever seen. It's a victory that sent shockwaves through the UFC, making him not just a star, but a legend. Number 1. Francis Ngannou versus Alistair Overeem. Francis Ngannou's match against Alistair Overeem was like an uncontrollable force going up against a solid object. Overeem had been in a lot of fights and knew how to deal with strong opponents, but it turned out that Ngannou had something much better planned for him. Ngannou threw a punch that looked like it was straight out of a movie. It was so powerful. Overeem lost right away and was knocked out. People were shocked. It was loud and exciting, and everyone was on their feet. This wasn't just any knockout. In the world of MMA, it made Ngannou famous. People thought he was good before that punch, but they knew he was great after it. It was like a superhero moment for him. Without a doubt, everyone knew after this fight that Francis Ngannou was the best MMA puncher. After seeing all of these shocking knockouts, are you ready to step into the ring yourself, or would you rather just watch from the side with your jaw on the ground? You won't want to miss what comes next. If you enjoy these battles as much as we liked compiling them, please subscribe and hit the like button. Trust us, you'll want to know about all the crazy stuff that's going to happen.